All right, and we are live. Mel Knight Sports back in the building. We got Micah here with me, my co-host. We're gonna be talking about a couple things. The Red Corner, episode 14. Let's get it. So, after a very eventful weekend, as we all know, um, it's no secret. Kamar Usman was dethroned,
Yes,
by
sir.
Leon Edwards. Dethroned. I mean. That's the only way I could really put it. He had it in the bag. He had it in the bag, but he was knocked out. And I see a lot of people like look, I mean, I see a lot of people like genuinely, you know, happy like they don't I was under the impression that Usman wasn't that hated, but now I this is how fake fans are. This is how fake fight
Dude,
fans are.
it's not.
Go ahead,
They
go
come
ahead, go
out.
ahead.
They come out of the woodwork, bro. They come out of the. They come out of the woodwork, man.
I
They
know.
just lay dormant, bro. They lay dormant until because they know they can't. They have to
Right.
respect it, bro. They have to
Right, right.
respect it.
Until the loss comes, they have to respect it and they have to keep on, talking nice and whatever. They gotta stay,
Or not
quiet.
talking at all. Or not talking
Right,
at all.
right. No, that's real talk. They're waiting. They're just waiting. They're waiting, man. Waiting until something bad happens to you as a fighter, and then boom. Oh yeah, I know Usman wasn't real. He was never real. Look at his resume, this and
Bro,
that. I'm
everybody's an
telling you, bro,
analyst,
you know what I'm saying? Like, where did this come from? Where did this now come from?
dude.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? After, look, I mean, I don't like anyone being overhyped, but I won't even say he was overhyped, but he was getting a lot of recognition, and I think it was deserved, in my opinion.
100%.
I think it was
Bro,
deserved. So
he was I mean he was making his rounds again, man. He was getting ready to make his rounds again.
yeah,
So, just like what Israel Adesanya did, where he's now, about
right,
to really lap the division twice.
right,
Uh
right. Realistically, right. He ran through it once.
realistically he already did it. He already beat he beat Vittori
Vittori
twice. He
twice.
beat Whitaker
Whitaker
twice.
twice.
I'm trying to think who else did he rematch?
I don't know. I think those were the only two ones,
Those might be the only two ones that he
but
rematched.
Whitaker was what, number two? He was
Mhm.
was he was the best one in the
Yeah,
division. So.
he already demolished Paulo Costa. He beat Brunson
Mhm.
in the first round.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah. When you have those type of fights, you don't really call
yeah,
for a
but
rematch,
yeah,
in my opinion.
there's fights Vittori and Whitaker. Those fights were like, okay, we need to see that again.
Exactly. No, no, I agree. I agree.
Whitaker
Um.
because of the he was champ.
Mhm.
Obviously before that, it's
Exactly.
just
Exactly.
he deserves to get another shot at it.
Exactly. Yeah. You when you
Um,
lose your belt,
Vittori, he gave him a really good fight.
the
Um,
first round, the
yeah,
first
but
one
like
around.
hell yeah, but like Brunson was just beaten very quickly. Costa was,
Knocked out,
fucking
demolished. Yeah.
outclassed,
Right.
absolutely
Simply.
outclassed.
Simply. I
You
remember
know,
watching that fight, man. I
but
watched
there's
that at a bar.
hell yeah, man. But there's just some people that there's just some wins that he had that were just so definitive and so
Yeah.
dominant that it's just
Yeah.
like no need. So in my opinion, it's just like in my opinion, he's left the division twice.
Yeah.
Not lap the division. In my opinion, he's gone through it one. Because I don't know what lapped is. I don't know if lapped means like he went back around.
I mean, when you say lapped, usually you mean, you passed everyone at least once already, or
Okay.
sorry, twice, right? When in a race, you're wrapping, going over the circle or
Yeah.
the circuit, and you pass, yeah, twice, pretty much. You
So
you
yeah,
pass everyone twice.
he
I mean, you can say that because at the end of the day, he ran through the number one, number two, which are the ones that, those are the ones that get in the shot anyway, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
hell yeah.
So you could say that he lapped the division. So, and trust and believe, if Izzy does get knocked out this fight, you're going to see everyone. I mean
Dude.
everyone. But this is what I'll say. People already don't like Izzy, so I'll give him that. I'll give the fans, the fight fans that. They already talk shit about him. But Usman, I really didn't see much people talk shit about him. I mean, I used to hear all the time, um, how he was juicing. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? I haven't got your opinion on that.
Um I watched. I see. I'm not a guy who's very like I'm not very. I'm not well versed when it comes to pharmacology. So I
Hmm.
watched like do you ever watch More Plates More Dates?
No, what is that?
So it's a guy he has this series that he does on his channel. He's really into like pharmacology. He's a lifter.
Uh,
I don't know what to call him, a bodybuilder or a power lifter, but he's a lifter, and he has this series on his channel where called Natty or Not,
okay.
essentially, where he just tries to see who's
Right.
cheating and who's not. And
Right.
he actually did one on Adesanya. He did one on Izzy as well.
Hmm.
Oh shoot, he did one on Kamaru as well.
Right.
Uh and I
That's
do.
a good. That's actually a pretty smart channel or whatever like
Yeah,
idea.
series. Yeah, it
'Cause
actually
people
is.
people want to see about that.
Yeah, if you're well versed in it, it is.
Yeah.
Um, but what he said is that you obviously can't really say because he's obviously tested negative, but
Hmm.
what is the most likely the case is that he's on HGH. We
What is
know
that?
it's just human growth hormone.
Okay.
The most common steroid,
Okay.
the most common the most I shouldn't say the most common, but the most recognizable.
Okay.
Um, but
And
yes,
is that something that you inject or
yeah,
okay?
I'm pretty. Yeah, you inject HGH.
Human
Um,
growth hormone. Is that a banned substance?
I'm not sure. I mean, I know it's banned as far as performance enhancing
Right, like
capabilities.
USADA.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know.
Okay.
I don't. Well, I mean, they give you like HGH. I think like in the hospital, like they give you steroids and things like that. Like to like they sometimes to like pregnant women they give steroids and things like that. I
Right,
don't know.
right,
I'm not a doctor. I don't
right.
really. So obviously look that stuff up by yourself. Don't take my word for it. But
Right, right, right. Don't be going to your friends saying, "Oh, Micah said this."
nah, no. But I
Yeah,
give you the greatest bro science ever, bro. But
facts. No, I hear you.
I am not well versed in that stuff.
I mean, when I look at Usman, because people like to, he is a big dude, but he did like when I okay. I mean, I've done a small amount of research about steroids. Usually, when people have humongous traps compared to their body,
Hmm.
that's one sign. Obviously, the pimples. Um, those are two huge indicators. His traps aren't huge. He is a big dude. He's 6 foot.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if people really know that but he's 6 foot. You know what I'm
Yeah, no,
saying?
I know
So
that. Yeah,
that's a pretty, I mean, he's a pretty big dude. He's not humongous, but he's a pretty big dude. So,
yeah,
but his traps don't look humongous. He does have acne, but that could also just be bad skin. I mean, it's possible, right? These things are
yeah.
possible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess. Well, one of the things that Derek was saying, 'cause that's his name, the more plates, more dates guy. One of the things that he was saying is that he developed knockout power. He didn't have it before.
mm,
So, like, he didn't have it in really any of his fights before, and not I shouldn't say any of his fights, but he didn't have it to the point where he was just like stopping people. You could say that
right.
that's due to, it's changing in his
Well,
coach
right.
and like
I mean,
changing technique and whatnot.
right. I'll say that's a pretty valid point. Um, But when you look back at him, like you just said, his technique, when I look back at that
Hmm.
first Edwards fight, his striking was sloppy, man. It was sloppy. It was very wide. It was overcommitted. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it could easily be the his technique. It could, but I will relate it back to Tyson Fury. Before the Wilder fight, he was not known as a knockout artist at all. He wasn't known as a knockout puncher. He was
hmm.
known as a 12 rounder.
No,
And I
100%.
think,
It actually
and
surprised me that he
right,
knocked out
we
Wilder.
know, we know now, what I'm saying, but we know now what happened, and his glove doing all sorts of, backflips and cartwheels and everything like that. But I think before the Wilder fight, bro, I could be wrong, but his like, okay, there's TKOs. Obviously, you know what that is, a
Hmm.
technical knockout. When you get stopped, when the referee stops it. But then you have like a straight knockout, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Fury the Wilder fight, he had like under five like actual straight knockouts.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like
interesting. The guy that's his size.
his size,
But it depends. I guess it's the
just
guys that he's
develop
fighting.
power after that. Just develop power out of nowhere.
That's
So
in,
that should raise a red flag. Obviously he's already been caught for doing steroids, PEDs. That's already been proven already. That's why he was banned from boxing in the UK for years. Um, but like I said, that is a pretty valid point. But when I look back at you know, Kamaru Usman's fighting, his striking was sloppy, man.
it was.
Sloppy.
Yeah, it was.
Sloppy. That's why I was so excited to see how the striking was going to fare with Leon this time. And in my opinion, I mean, he beat him in the striking part. I mean, he was out striking him, he was outlanding him, he was outworking
The
him.
thing is, man, like the reason why you see that is because Leon has to worry so much about the threat of a takedown. So when
Right,
you have
right.
to worry
Okay.
when somebody so this is the thing, this is why I love MMA. See, in boxing it's like you have two weapons, right? You
Right.
have your
Yeah.
hands, obviously, you fight with your feet, right?
Mhm.
But people don't realize in MMA how much like people are not gonna fight the same way fight to fight. Like you may see people's styles evolve from fight to fight simply because like
What's fight the fight?
I mean fight to fight from fight to fight.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, yeah. You might see someone's style change from fight to fight based on who they're fighting, or
Mhm.
you're going to have to, because like they said it like about kickboxing. Like Izzy talks about how his style now is just so much different because he's
Mhm.
had to evolve to um a sport where you can get taken down. You can't just stand up straight tall
Right,
and
right,
pick people apart. He
right.
does that, but his stance is like it's not as square as it used to be, because when
Mhm.
it's square, like people could just
Yeah,
very
yeah,
easily like
yeah.
power into you like a power double.
Yeah, you want to be bleeded. You don't want to ever be squared up.
Yeah, because he's so long. um he he stands more like this. He stands more sideways now, and it allows people to maybe get in on a single, but because he's so long, he can defend the takedown very well.
Mhm.
So it's very hard to get a double leg on
Mhm.
Izzy.
Mhm.
Most people, I mean, you'll see it in his fights. Most people only ever get a single leg on him,
Right.
and like maybe they'll switch to a double, but by that point, he's sprawled, he's defending.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, but what was I saying before? But yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, it's facts, man. It's facts. I actually had an idea. Anyone in the chat, if you're watching, comment on it and to comment a fight you want us to watch and for us to both talk about. We'll kind of give our both opinions on our breakdowns. Any fight that, MMA, boxing, it doesn't matter.
mhm,
We'll watch it and we'll give you our opinion on it. What we see, what people are lacking, that type of thing. That was an idea that popped in my head. But
yeah.
yeah, man, it's facts, man. Like with MMA, you have to really. I mean, with any fighting, but especially MMA because it's mixed martial arts. It's not one thing. I mean, you have to worry about everything, which is why. Here's my question: what do you think is more dangerous, boxing or MMA?
Uh that's man, it's difficult, man, because in boxing you have bigger gloves. So in boxing, I think there's more impact. Like I think that you actually get hit in the head more often in boxing because the gloves are bigger, so you catch more.
Right,
Even though smaller gloves can they give more impact. It's harder to land with those smaller gloves.
right, right. You have
Obviously,
less area to cover.
yeah. When you do land, it's harder because the surface area is smaller. But
Hmm.
he's like we say, it's not really it's not the big hit. Obviously, the big hits aren't good, but it's not taking a few big hits. It's taking continuous blows.
Right, continuous punishment, accumulation. accumulation.
Yeah, and
Um,
so I think that in that maybe in terms of brain damage, boxing is worse.
mhm.
Um, I mean, I think that if you look at yeah, in terms of brain damage, boxing is worse. But another thing that you have to think about is MMA is like the fights are shorter.
Right.
The Some of the fights they go to the ground, so
Mhm.
it's not like you're striking most of the time. Uh, a lot of the times the finishes are like people getting TKO'd. It could be somebody getting submitted, or
Right. Yeah, that's true.
it could be
That's true.
yeah, it could be somebody getting submitted or something like that. Um, Now the injuries I have seen in MMA, I can say that they've been pretty bad. Like people have lost eyes and things like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
just because of eye pokes.
Oh my,
Um,
lost eyes.
not like for example, Michael Bisping.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, right. He became
yeah, he
blind.
became blind in one eye. Uh,
Damn. Yeah, I
you know,
forgot about that.
like things like that. Guys break their legs, obviously.
Mhm.
You've seen that happen with Anderson Silva. Then we saw it happen with Chris Weidman, with Conor McGregor. We saw it happen. I mean, we saw Jacare Souza just broke his arm. I mean, that was this year. Yeah, that was definitely this year. Jacare Souza, he got his arm broken. Um, if guys have dislocated their elbows and things like that.
Yeah. I say, and if you hear anything in the background, that some work is being done, so apologies for that. But I say, as far as life-threatening, boxing for
Mm,
sure, because you're getting continuously, mashed in the head, which we both know as fighters, your brain is not supposed to be taking punishment.
mm,
It just simply is not. It wasn't designed that way.
yeah,
It just that's not how it is functioned. You know what I'm saying? It's not how it functions well. It's not supposed to be hit. So with MMA, with UFC, things like that,
just
you have
gruesome.
you have different areas to hit. You have different areas to make people, quit. With boxing, I mean, you could it's either their body or their head. And most of the time, it's going to be their head because that's the easier route. All you got to do is land someone straight on the button of the chin, and they're going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is, in sense of life threatening, I say boxing. But you know, as far as your body, your body wise, I'd probably say MMA is a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah,
more.
yeah,
It's definitely more taxing on the body for sure.
100%.
Yeah, because you're using more. You're doing more. Um, but
I'm pretty sure I've
one
herniated disc, dude. Not even gonna lie to you.
right now,
Oh yeah, it's
bro,
not that bad yet, but it
bruh,
hurts.
you need to be safe, bro. Like for real, for real.
You
Like,
know.
what were you doing?
Oh, I mean, that's been hurting. That's been hurting.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Is it like a sore feeling, or is it like you can't move it a certain way?
Um, I just, I don't know, bro. It hurts.
Bro, that's not a good answer, bro. That's not a good answer, bro. Oh my God.
Nah, but
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been there. I mean, oh, I haven't been there, but I get it, man. Like, when you're training, you know,
I think if I lean this way, it hurts. If I lean to my left,
you should take some fish oil because that will kind of strengthen up everything, your joints and everything like that, kind of prevent that stuff. Um, because thankfully, my wrists have actually not been hurting. They've been hurting since April of this year, and this is the first week like I haven't noticed the pain for a
mm,
long time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty. I'm actually pretty happy about it. Um, but yeah, man, your body just when you're in this fight game, man, like like I said, I contemplate every day if I really want to take it seriously. Um, I love the sport, man. Like if I were to do it, it's not for money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I definitely at some point I will have some professional fight, but as far as making my way, making my name as a fighter, I don't know. I think about that all day, every day, but some days I'm like nah, and then some days I'm like yeah. Some days I'm like, damn, I really should, you know what I'm saying? Like I could go far, but then some days I'm like, it's gonna take it's a lot of dedication, you know, so it's a lot of dedication, which,
Absolutely.
you know, if that's what, you know what I'm saying, you want to do, go ahead, you know what I'm saying, but it's like you got to make sure that's what, you know, that's what you want, you know. But it's definitely for the love of the sport, man. You know, um I'll always do it. I'll always box, you know what I'm saying? I'll always box, no question. I honestly do want to learn some MMA stuff. I was always a good like wrestler.
Yeah.
Um I was always a good wrestler, but you know, and I usually was able to get out of submissions, but I haven't had
Hmm.
anyone really test me. I haven't had anyone really push me to the limits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but it would be cool to maybe when we link up, you know what I'm saying, we'll try some stuff.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
know, you know what I'm saying? We'll definitely spar and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, it's one of those things, man, where you love it, man. You love the feeling of it, the 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 adrenaline rush, man. That's why I do it, man. When I'm in that ring, man, that adrenaline rush is
Hmm.
just there's only like I think I said this before, but there's only like three feelings where you know you have that rush where it's like okay, so there's one a roller coaster, two driving a fast car, and three is fighting. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, like where you get that feeling where like damn man, like you just there's like no past and present. All you're focused on is the now.
Yeah, bro. It's pretty crazy. I
Yeah,
like, man. It actually it's been so it's been honestly significant, bro, because like you it's just a time where you don't have to worry about anything else. Like you literally can't.
you can't.
You
That's a good
can't
point
worry
to put.
about
Yeah,
anything else.
right, right. That's a good point.
So
That's a good way to put it.
it's a good way to get away from it's a good escape, bro.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
just like a natural escape to, to like escape into your mind. Um,
Definitely.
without, the use of I'm not opposed to, using a substance or two, but I'm
Mhm,
saying that
mhm. Without using any substance or
yeah,
anything like that. That's a
without using the
natural.
substance or anything, you can
Right.
that's a natural escape.
Yeah, man, that's a really good way to put it. It's an escape, man, because your mind is going 100 miles per hour. You got to think about this, that, what is you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of stuff, like, you know, your mind is racing. Your mind is literally racing, you know, so you have to stay on target and you got to stay on, you know, on task, you know. So that's a really good way to put it, man. It's a great feeling, man. Um, I get why people are addicted to it, man. Like where they just don't like Tony Ferguson. I get why people don't want to stop. And then once you add like once you add the crowd, bruh, you know what I'm saying? But dudes feel like superstars, and I get it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You know, you're gonna feel like an absolute superstar, bro, walking into that ring, bro, walking into that octagon, man. Like the feeling is probably electrifying.
Hmm.
Electrifying, man, you
Yeah.
know? So, you know, I get it, man. That's why I can't really that's why I'm like, you know, with Wilder, you know, he's coming back again. He's fighting, you know,
Yeah.
October 15th, right? He's fighting again and you know, I you can't really blame him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like fighting is that's his life, man, you know? So it's like you know, if I was a family member of his, I would be like, "Yo, just." But at the same time, he wants to go out with a bang. At the same time, this is his second reign. You know what I'm saying? So I think if he fixes his stamina, man, he will go far, man. He will if he fixes his stamina issue, bro. At the same time, he didn't really have stamina issues when he weighed like 225, 215. You know what I'm saying? So and he slimmed down a lot. So I don't think he'll have that stamina issue. And if he doesn't, man, I think he's gonna be unstoppable, bro. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I believe in him. I'll definitely support you know him and anything he does. It doesn't really matter, but I think if he can fix that stamina issue, or if he can eliminate it, this guy's gonna go crazy on these dudes,
Yeah.
man.
Stamina
Crazy.
stamina really is so important, bro. Super important.
It's like I want to say it's probably the more like
It's the most important aspect, bro. Without it, you
honestly,
don't have anything.
you don't have anything, man. I
If you
don't
can,
care if you're
if
stronger than me. If I can dodge your punches for three, four, 5 rounds, and by the sixth round you are done,
Bro, a fighter that has good stamina as a coach will always be easier to work with than a fighter who is talented but has awful stamina.
yeah, definitely.
because you could teach him, bro. You could teach him, and you can like he can overwhelm people because when
Right.
people lose their technique,
Yeah.
like even if listen, you take someone who has 10 years experience, bro. You put them through what? You put them through 12 rounds, bro. At the end of that, you try to put them into another fight, they're gonna be fighting like they had 9 years experience or
Right.
8 years experience. So I'm saying, like, bro, if you have good, look at what Colby does, like
Yeah,
Colby
man.
Covington. Colby
Yeah.
Covington, I wouldn't even say like he's the greatest striker ever. Like he's when you saw when he fought Masvidal, like he got caught. He got
Yeah.
caught by Masvidal. Like
Dropped
he
him.
got caught
Dropped
bad.
him. Did he
But
drop him twice or was it once?
it was once. He
It
dropped
was
him
once. Okay.
bad too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he just got up, right? Because
Just
of that
got up.
stamina, bro.
Yeah.
It allows him to recover quickly.
Quickly.
And
Quickly.
bro, when you have that stamina, you can just overwhelm people. You could just be a
Yeah.
relentless force.
Right.
That's basically what he is, bro. Colby
Yeah.
Chaos Covington, bro.
Chaos Covington.
He's a relentless force, bro. Because he will just, like I said,
He
I
just keep
mentioned it.
coming.
I think I mentioned it in an episode previously. I was like, bro, he'll stay on you 70% the whole way, 60, 70, 80% the whole
Hmm.
way. Just will
Hmm.
stay on you completely, just and you just not let up, and that
Yeah.
and you just need to have the cardio to deal with that.
And it's tough, man. Like if you're gonna be dealing with that, another guy is that's has crazy, stamina is Oliveira, man.
Hmm.
Because when I watch his fights, bro, he'll get dropped and he'll come. It's like he doesn't. It's like it makes him more mad. Like it makes him stronger somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll get dropped
Yeah.
and he'll. I mean, it's like yo, he'll get dropped and then finish you within like either the next round. My favorite fight by him was Dustin Poirier versus Oliveira, man. That was probably my favorite fight from him. That was a amazing, action-packed, full force, just so much the crazy pace. That fight was ridiculous, man. Ridiculously
Hmm.
paced out, man. Like those
Yeah.
guys were going at it, man. The striking in that fight, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was my favorite fight, man. I watched the Michael Chandler fight the other day,
Hmm.
and Michael Chandler just folded, man.
Bro, he's
He just
stupid,
folded.
bro. He
He
fights really
folded.
stupid,
Yeah, he'll. I don't see him ever being a champion.
bro.
At least at what lightweight or whatever.
He can be, because bro, he's so damn athletic.
Yeah,
He is so athletic.
very athletic, but he sacrifices that for the entertainment, for the
and
fight, man.
and he's a
You know.
wrestler. He's a good wrestler too, very good wrestler. But
Mhm.
it's just like he just yeah, man. Like you said, he sacrifices it for the entertainment.
Yeah.
He fights dumb.
Fight's so stupid, bro. He just comes at you, man. Like there's no. When I watch him fight, there's no strategy. When I don't see any strategy. I just see. I mean, which if it can work for you, like I said, if you can work off instinct, go ahead. But I don't see that working for him. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you should
Like,
go back and watch him fight Benson Henderson.
okay, let me write
Michael
that down.
Chandler, they fought in Bellator.
Okay, Michael
That's a
Chandler.
very good fight from him. So because he actually stays technical.
Okay, Michael Ben. Who?
Michael Chandler versus Benson Henderson.
Okay, Benson. All right, I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's on YouTube as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna watch that one. I'm gonna definitely watch that one. Okay, so let's talk about Devin Haney versus Kambosis. Two, we're getting that fight,
Yeah.
by unpopular demand. You
Yeah,
know.
why is that happening again?
Well, I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll break down the whole thing. Okay, Tiafimo had the belt, right? Had three of the belts of he had the WBO, he had the IBF, and he had the WBA.
Hmm.
Um, Devin Haney had the WBC, right, which is the last piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
For about a year, probably longer, Devin Haney was calling out Teofimo Lopez. Let's make the undisputed fight. Let's make the undisputed fight. I
Okay.
mean, it was just. the ducking that Teofimo Lopez did was simply disgraceful to boxing. Simple. There's no other way to put it. Um, you know, time after time, anytime he fought, let's get undisputed. Let's get undisputed. Right. So, but we know what happened. He never fought Devin Haney. He ended up giving up his O to Kambosis, right?
Yeah.
Now, before Kambosis fought Teofimo Lopez, there was some dialogue with Devin Haney and Kambosis saying, you know, if I beat, you know, Teofimo Lopez, I will fight you. I will give you the fight, right? That was a couple months before they fought Teofimo Lopez and Kambosis, right?
Mhm.
So obviously they fight. Kambosis wins. Shocking. To everyone. To me, I was shocked. They fight. Devin Haney fights the next week. He fights Jojo Diaz. Now, once Kambosis wins that fight with Teofimo Lopez, his whole energy completely changes. Talks about how he wants Devin Haney to give out of Devin Haney versus and Loma. He wants to take the most exciting fighter. Which, if he said that from the beginning, I wouldn't be mad at. Right?
Mhm.
He has the right to say that. But Kambosis was saying the whole time, I'm going to give Devin Haney the fight. Right? That's what he was saying. That was his word. He has to be a man of his word. So once he beats Teofimo Lopez, once Devin Haney beats Jojo Diaz, once Lomachenko beats, I think his last fight was Kome. Um,
Okay.
he switches up everything. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Keep going.
Okay, yeah. So he switches up everything, right? He talks about how he wants the most exciting fighter. He's talking about how he's not in it for the money, he's in it for legacy, right?
And this is
This and
Tiafimo
that.
saying this.
No, this is Kambosos
Oh,
saying
it's
that.
Kambosis. Okay. Right,
Kambosos
right, right.
completely switched up everything, right?
Right, right.
He switched up on everything, right? So he's saying to Devin, I'm giving you the whole breakdown, right?
Mhm. Go ahead.
So he says to Devin, um, basically, he's saying that he wants Lomachenko, pretty much. He's saying that Lomachenko, or I can't remember how it went. I think he was still trying to decide which one he wanted. Um, and so we'll fast forward into um, we get into the logistics of things now. If we look at it from logistics side, and simply just on a boxing side, Lomachenko was had no belt. He had no belt at all, right? He's
Mhm.
fighting Kome, which was knocked out, which who was knocked out by Teofimo Lopez, the guy you just beat, and not to mention Teofimo Lopez, the guy that you just beat the guy that you want to apparently fight, which was Lomachenko, right? Which doesn't make actual sense. He has no belt. He has nothing to offer. Devin Haney, on the other hand, will give you the biggest check. Also, will give you an undisputed fight, which is legacy, right?
Mhm.
This was, obviously this is common sense. We'll fast forward. Kambosis is saying some very disrespectful things. Um, he's telling he's telling Devin Haney to sell his chains to make the fight.
Mm.
When Devin Haney makes about four times at this point in time, he makes four times the amount, 3 or 4 times the amount of Kambosis has ever made. Right? He makes the most, other than Gervonta Davis, he makes the most money in the lightweight division, hands down, easy. So, we fast forward a little bit more. Lomachenko has to go to war, but before that, Lomachenko, what they were trying to lock in Lomachenko, Devin or George Kambosos was trying to lock in Lomachenko for that fight, right?
Mhm.
So they're about to sign the contracts, but then Ukraine goes to war with Russia,
Yeah.
right? So he pulls out. So his only option at that point, he's forced to take Devin Haney, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that goes on. They draft up a they draft up a crazy contract that basically says Devin Haney has to be the B side. He has to take $2 million, and he has to pay, and George Kambosos gets $10 million He has to fight Kambosos in Australia twice, and then he has to fight a third fight for top rank, right? So they were basically trying to break him. They basically sent him a contract that they thought he would say no to. Jokes on them. He said yes because he didn't care about the money. He just wanted the undisputed championship. He wanted that legacy, right?
Oh, they
So
want him to say yes.
they didn't want him to sign it, right? Because it was the least amount of money he's ever made in his career, for a long time. And he had to travel 19 hours away in a foreign
Oh,
country
okay, I get what you're saying.
twice, twice, right? Not just once. Yeah, he didn't have to beat him once. He has to beat him twice to sign that contract, right? And then he has to stay with Top Rank, which is Bob Arum, which is not to be it was not known as being the best promoter, but he has to stay with Top Rank and do a third fight, which is supposed to be Lomachenko, right? Supposed to be, but we that's not final. Now, again, they sold they gave him the contract thinking that he wasn't going to sign it, but he did sign it. So fast forward, the fight is final. We got some press conferences. In the press conferences, we have George Kambosos calling Devin Haney a boy. You know, calling him boy this, boy that. You're just a little boy, just being very disrespectful. Fast forward a little bit more, we see that his wife George Kambosos made a post a couple years ago saying because they were tanning, right?
Hmm.
They were tanning, and the wife said getting N word with my husband. She said that on Instagram, and Kambosos commented saying like agreeing with her or something like that,
Damn.
right? So we found that out, and so we fast forward a little bit more. They fight. Devin Haney whoops him. Didn't I don't I never gave a single round to Kambosos. I couldn't find a single round. You could, if you were being generous, you could possibly give him one, which is the third round. But other than that, you could not find. If you were being real, you couldn't find a single round to give to him. Obviously he whips on him. Now Devin Haney has the option to. Now again, we know that he's in a contract to fight a rematch with him, right? We know he's in a contract to fight the rematch. So there wasn't much wiggle room, but basically he's tied to the belts. Now, if he vacates the belts and fights at 140, he could potentially pay George Kambosos step aside money, and he could fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't want to fight him. Okay, Devin Haney remains the most avoided fighter of today. No one wants to fight this dude. They gotta you gotta pull every fight from the time I've started to follow him, which was probably I feel like 4 years ago. But every fight I've seen, they had to force the dudes to fight him. Like really, what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Jojo Diaz was gonna fight Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia was the mandatory fighter for Devin Haney's belt. He pulled out, which you never really heard of, right? Usually you want to fight for the championship. But he pulled out. So basically, to make a long story short, Devin Haney has to go to Australia again, whoop on him. So it's not bad enough that he had to go to Australia without his dad, without his head trainer,
Hmm.
the first time, and then his dad gets accepted last minute. But now he has to go there twice to a foreign country, foreign judges. You know, he has to risk that again to fight Kambosos, right? But Devin's, he's a warrior. He's gonna do it again.
So,
I have a, go ahead.
so wait. So on this contract, there were three fights.
There are three fights, right?
So this is number two that we're seeing right now.
This will be the second fight.
Okay.
Once he whoops on Jared Kambosos, they should, if everything goes well, he should be fighting Loma next. But Loma had a chance to fight Devin next. He could have fought Devin in October, right? He had the opportunity because Bob Arum, which was the promoter, he didn't want to make the Kambosos fight again. He wanted to just pay Kambosos step aside money, whatever, make the Lomachenko versus um Devin Haney fight immediately next, right?
Yeah.
Um, so that's what he wanted to do. But Lomachenko, on the other hand, wants to duck Devin Haney again, and fight a tune-up fight. you know,
Yeah, that's what I was
which
gonna say. It's like, do you think that he deserves a tune-up fight?
he doesn't need one. If he's supposed to be the pound for pound number, if everyone, if everyone says he's pound for pound as good as as good as he is, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, he doesn't need a tune-up fight. Am I wrong or right? EJ Errol Spence almost died. He almost lost his life. He said, "I don't want a tune-up fight. He wants the best. He wants the very best." He fought Donnie Garcia 14th months later after he had a horrific um car crash. No tune-up. See, but for these dudes, we just let them have passes. If if he's pound for pound on the pound for pound list, and people are saying he's one of the best fighters, bro. I remember, bro. ESPN erased one of his losses.
Mm-hmm.
They literally erased one of his losses when they were
Who?
broadcasting. ESPN,
Wait, no, wait, which fighter?
Lomachenko. They took
Against
out
two.
they took out a loss like when they had like the fighter
Oh, oh,
stats
oh, oh,
on
they
right,
just.
yeah.
Okay.
Right, they literally put a O when he had a when this is before he lost to Teofimo, but he lost once before. He lost in like his second debut fight, his second boxing fight, right? So they took away the loss, right? They put a zero in there instead.
Why? What happened with that fight?
Well,
Was it just disputed?
huh?
Is
What
it
do you mean?
just disputed whether you won or lost that? It was
Oh
just
no, no, he
bad
lost that
judgment.
fight. I haven't seen the fight, but to my knowledge, he lost that fight. It was just a rough, rugged fight. He lost the fight. I mean, but the thing is, all the top dudes beat that guy that beat Lomachenko before. His name is Orlando Salido. Every top guy, um, what's his name? What's that dude's name? I can't remember the name, but a lot of the top dudes beat him already. He's a journeyman. He's one of those dudes that is a tune-up fight. He's one of those dudes that they get for a tune-up fight. Everyone beat him. So, I don't I can't give him no excuse. I mean, he lost to a journeyman, you know what I'm saying? So, um, but again, like getting back to the point, he doesn't need a tune-up fight. If he's this best fighter that everyone thinks he is, he shouldn't need a tune-up fight. The thing is, bro, they just don't want to fight Devin Haney, man. Because I can guarantee you, after this fight with Kambosis
Mm-hmm.
and after this fight with the tune-up fight with Lomachenko, I could just see something happening where they do not fight, man. There's just something that's gonna happen that they just don't fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's the issue we're having with boxing, man. Where a lot of these fights are slipping through our hands, man.
Yeah. What the hell,
It's
man?
sad. It's sad, man.
What
It's
is
very, very sad.
what is that, man? Cause bro, can I ask you about this? Did you hear about this KSI thing? This
What
KSI,
about it?
this
What?
KSI. He's apparently supposed to fight two people on one night,
I did not hear that, bro. What?
bro.
I did not hear that.
I was talking to a guy at the dispensary, and I was just like, so hold on, so he's supposed to fight two people in one night? And he was like, yeah, he's supposed to fight Swarms. Uh,
Swarms? Is that a YouTuber?
he's a rapper.
Okay.
Um, and then he fights this other guy, this Russian guy, who's an actual boxer.
He's an actual boxer. He's gonna fight two dudes. I don't know how smart that's gonna be, bro.
Bro, what the hell? Okay, so he was supposed to fight Alex Wasabi before he backed out due to a concussion. KSI will now be fighting rapper Swarms. After that fight, win or lose, KSI will face off against pro boxer Luis Alcaraz Pineda. I don't think.
Panetta. What? Let me see who this
What?
guy is. What?
He's really fighting two people on the same night.
Who's the boxer? Say it again.
Luis. So
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Luis Alcaraz Pineda, or I guess he's not Russian.
Okay.
I guess he's Latino.
Okay. So I'm looking at that right now, trying to find him. I don't think he's a big boxer.
Alcaraz
Um.
Pineda.
Okay. It looks like he's young. He's a young dude.
Hmm.
Never heard of him. He's from Mexico.
Yeah,
Um.
I don't know how this guy got Russian out of that,
He
but
also won two matches in Rocar. So I think he only has two fights. So this is gonna make him a star probably. Well, maybe not a star, but This is gonna definitely bring his
Bro,
stock up.
KSI looks big.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of him now.
Jesus
He does look
Christ.
good, bro. Jeez, bro. I've seen it. I saw him. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw him versus Logan, man, and I thought his technique is very sloppy. I'm not gonna lie. Um,
Yeah, it seems like he threw caution to the wind a little bit.
yeah, it just didn't seem like a technical.
It's it.
Um,
It says that he's trained. He said that he's training differently.
yeah, I
Differently
think yeah,
now.
yeah. What do you know what weight it was at first?
Could be at cruiserweight.
Man, these guys are big. I'm not gonna lie. Like how tall? Do you know how? How tall is he?
KSI might be 6 foot.
Yeah, these are some big
I
dudes.
think so. I gotta look it up again. Yeah, KSI is a bit. I mean, you see him right here. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's 6 foot. He's straight six
Yeah,
foot.
yeah, yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy, man. He is a big guy.
So these guys, if they really train, bro, they could really thump, man. Like if they really train,
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure they're training seriously now, but like if they were to really get like a real serious boxing coach, the renowned one,
Hmm.
and really hone on their, because these guys are doing other things, man. Other than they're not dedicating their life to fighting. You know what I'm saying? They're simply not. I mean, they're probably they're making a lot of money other doing other things. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
but if they were to really dedicate their lives, man, they could, but it's at the same time, you have to be special, man, because when you start so late, like, how old is KSI, bro? He's gotta be like 27 at this
29.
point. Bro, that's older, you know what I'm saying? So like when you start, bro, he's 29 years old?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. How did he even get famous, KSI?
YouTube. He's a YouTuber.
Right. Okay, so, no, let me quite ask that.
Well,
When did he get
feature.
famous?
He's been famous for like a decade now. I used to watch him back in middle school. Him and his brother. I used to
Really?
watch them. Yeah, I don't know, bro. For some
What did they
weird,
used to do? What did they used to do?
just bro, they were just like I don't know. They would react to things. They were just YouTubers, bro. They would just react to things. They would do vlogs. They would do challenges. They were just personalities, bro.
Hmm.
Essentially, like how YouTube personalities,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
back in like the 2012s, back in like the
Yeah,
2010s rather.
right, right, right.
Um,
Jeez, wow,
yeah,
wow. Yeah, man. I mean, because they were doing it for a minute, so you know. But that's real talk, man. If you stay consistent, man,
bro.
But if
Apparently, Deji has 2 kids, bro.
just saw who I seen Deji.
A lot can happen, bro. A lot can happen.
Deji is 25 years old.
Yep,
Yeah, Deji.
that man
What did
has
he What did he used to do?
same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, same
Okay.
thing. I mean, but he had his own personality, put his own spin on it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, but he did his thing. He used to, man, I don't know why. I used to watch like every video from that kid.
Deji?
Yeah, like I don't know. He was just weirdly entertaining. I think it was just me being a kid. Like like there's certain creators that kids just watch, they just gravitate
Yeah,
towards.
they
They're
just
just
watched. Yeah,
stupid. They're just goofy.
yeah. My little
Like
brother would watch a bunch of those type of guys like Jake Paul. Um, you know, it's every day, bro. You remember that?
yeah, yeah.
But I'm trying to think. I don't remember actually watching. I don't remember who I used to watch Online Gamer a lot. I don't know if you remember that. I don't think we've ever talked about
I
that. But
remember.
online.
No, go
Mm,
ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
Online gamer. I watched Ali A.
Ali. Okay,
Bro,
that's the
from
gamer
COD,
guy.
from
Yeah, that's the
COD,
gamer guy. Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah. I
COD.
remember. I remember Ali A. But Online Gamer was like a skit show, where it was like a guy and like he was so into Black or to Call of Duty, and like everything he did was like Call of Duty related. Like it was man, that was probably one of the best series YouTube series to this day. I mean, I'm pretty sure all the videos are still up, but I used to watch that. I'm trying to think what else I used to watch. I don't really remember watching too much stuff on YouTube back in the day, bro. Like, unless it was like some how-tos or things like that, I don't really remember watching too much stuff on YouTube, bro. If I'm being honest with you, um,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I just remember all the dumb shit that we used to watch. Like we used to watch Nigahiga. Um,
Oh shoot, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that one. I remember that one. Yeah, yeah. See, that, if once you remind me, yeah, yeah, we did watch some a lot of stuff. You definitely did watch some stupidness. Yeah, Niga Higa. Oh my, How to Be a Ninja.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh,
yeah, yeah.
bro. Oh my,
Bro,
that was a classic, man.
bro, class.
That was a
You
classic,
remember?
man.
You remember? Did you ever watch like the Ninja Milk that they the Ninja Milk?
I don't.
It was
What is that
Nick
one?
Higa. It was in the it was on their channel. It was like a little short film they did,
Hmm.
bro.
I don't remember that one
Oh,
still. That
I'm,
one was good.
they were good, bro. They were just
They were good.
they just they just knew how to make videos, bro. Like they knew
Yeah,
how to make content
yeah, yeah.
and they knew how to.
They
I,
know how to make people laugh, man. Like this, and it was like that specific like kind of niche. You know what I'm
it
saying?
was
Like,
dry humor.
yeah, yeah.
It
It
was
was. Oh
very
my
dry
gosh.
humor.
What else ones? What else were? What else were there?
Shoot, man. Obviously, like Charlie Bit Me,
Okay, yeah, yeah. Fred. I never watched Fred
Fred.
personally, but
Oh,
I remember he was big at the time.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
was definitely big at the time. But I never really watched him though often at all. Like
Shit,
I'd seen
bro.
a couple of videos by him, but
I think the very first video ever that I watched on YouTube was Fry That Chicken, bro. From Mrs. Peaches. From Miss Peaches.
what?
You don't
Fry
remember
that
that?
chicken? No, that sounds so familiar though.
Fry that chicken. Fry that chicken.
Let me see.
Fry that chicken. Fry that. You hear me?
I'm looking
Everybody
at
want
stuff
a
right
piece
now.
of that
Okay,
chicken.
no, I never seen that. Never seen this one. Have you seen the
Yes, you have. What?
have I? Fry that. It sounds so familiar. I'm looking at it right
Look
now.
up Miss Peaches
No,
fry that.
I don't know. I'm looking at it right now. Oh shoot, yeah, it only shows my face, but yeah, I'm looking at it right now, but I don't remember. This doesn't like it sounds so familiar, but I don't remember watching this. Do you
Well,
remember sitting on the toilet? Sitting on the toilet?
yeah, yeah,
That was some funny stuff right
bro.
there.
I would post clips like that on Facebook, bro.
Uh-huh. Oh, I guess being the kid, man. Just being a kid, man. Things were simple back then, you know?
Yes, sir.
Super simple. You know, a lot of stuff to I remember playing Jack 3 at your house. That was
Bro, they
to
have that
this
on
day.
PS4, bro.
Do they?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
Bro,
I downloaded that on PS4, bro.
to this day that's probably
Bro,
my number one favorite game.
bro,
Like to this day.
that's one of my favorite memories
Yeah, man.
from
Just playing on the PS2.
bro playing on the PS2. All three of us in a dark room,
Yep, me, you, Jovan.
and Sam
Yeah,
would come
yeah,
over
yeah.
in a
That was
dark room. All
to this
four of
day,
us.
man. Yeah, I might actually buy this, bro.
Bro, get it.
I might actually buy this,
I'm
yeah.
playing it. I've gotten pretty far in it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, 'cause it was like it was open world, right?
Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that was like one of the first kind of like free roam type of game that you know you could drive that buggy, you
Hmm.
could do a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
You know,
100%. It,
that was a good game, man. That was a good game.
dude, memories, bro. Just being
Yeah,
like you
man.
said, man. Just being a kid.
Just being a kid, man. That was some fun stuff, man. That was some fun stuff. You know, but we gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? We
Yes,
gotta
sir.
make things happen. You know, it is what it is, man.
Hell yeah.
Gotta make. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make life to enjoy at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make life to enjoy. It's you know it's possible. It's something that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta work at it.
Hell yeah.
You know, but we're about to hit at 9 o'clock. That mark. We did a show on Tuesday instead of Wednesday, but usually still you're still good on Wednesdays, right? Usually or no?
Nah, bro. Honestly, I think we should start doing Sundays and Tuesdays. Wednesdays, Wednesdays is my
Okay.
striking day. So
Okay, so you don't want to miss that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Got you. All right, now we can definitely do Tuesdays as well. So a new time, we'll definitely update you guys on the YouTube community as well, and we'll go from there. We will be back on Sunday. Canelo versus Triple G is happening, I think, in 2 weeks, and then we have Hamzat versus you know, Nate. And when is that? In that next week or 2 weeks from now?
Let me check
September
again.
3rd.
Yeah,
September 3rd. So
bro. There's so much happening, bro.
yeah, yeah,
There's honestly so much happening, and I gotta organize. I honestly should I need to write it all down. Need to org
facts.
because it needs to get organized. It's really hard to organize because now we got John Jones and Stipe
Right,
at
right.
282 in December. And then the month before that we got The month before that, we got Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya,
Yeah, man,
and
we got a
then
lot of stuff coming out.
at
We got a lot of
280,
stuff.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen at 280. I don't even remember. Um, but yeah, bro, we have a lot going on. We have a
A
lot
lot,
going on.
a lot, a lot of things are gonna. I mean, I want Izzy to win, man. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
I think a lot of things are gonna change. I mean, they already just got shooken up with Leon Edwards. You know,
Mm,
things just got shooken up, bro. Anyone can get it. Anyone can get it, man. No one is safe. So you gotta keep, you know what I'm saying,
absolutely.
protect your neck, bro. Protect your neck.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying, pretty
I mean,
much.
yeah,
But
Izzy, man, if it's a kick, Izzy could knock his ass out too.
yeah.
If it's a head kick, I've never seen Alex Pereira get head kicked, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've never seen him get kicked in the head. So at least not clean.
Mhm.
He has good defense, bro.
Very good
But this
defense.
is just something that you have to realize
Right.
that he's a tough guy, bro.
He's a tough guy,
Big
big guy. It's gonna be dangerous, man. I'm gonna be watching that fight. I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat. No, for sure, no doubt about that. I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat. You know, just really. It's gonna be one of those fights, man, where we're really gonna be like analyzing it and like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of those fights of the year for sure. Like, what I mean by that is the fight like where you're, like I said, analyzing everything. Like,
hmm
you know, you're not gonna relax until that fight is over. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I'll be honest, I don't want to see Izzy knocked out, man. I just don't.
I
I
don't.
like the,
The
you know what I'm
thing
saying?
is, I just don't know how the fights are gonna go. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do.
Right,
I don't know if Pereira is gonna just come out and just come right at him,
right,
or is he
right.
just gonna respect him
I
and
don't.
set it up.
I think it's gonna be more so him coming just straight at him, bro. That could be very dangerous for him, but I think that's how he's gonna play it, man. But it's gonna be tough, man, to really figure out. We're not gonna know until it actually goes
He
down,
has to gauge how scared he is.
right? Because he knows he can get him emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Izzy's gonna have to take away like the because like he's just gonna have to take away that option of like the hook. He's gonna have to take away the hook
Right.
somehow.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if he's gonna have to like, for example, like there's certain like sometimes fighters will switch stances
Hmm. Yeah.
to take away like a
Yeah.
certain type of
Yep.
punch.
Yep. Yep.
So
No, that's
like
true.
so that's what I'm saying. Like Izzy's gonna have to be like he's gonna have a certain type of position. He's gonna have to do something to take away that option of the left hook.
Yep.
And then I think that's gonna like really open him up. If he can do that, if he could do that consistently, you
He'll
know,
be he'll be a lot better
mm-hmm.
off. Um.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be a fight, man. That we really gotta keep an eye on. Um. We just gotta see, man. We just gotta see how it plays out, man. We don't know. Of course, anything can happen, and
Absolutely.
anything could happen with everything can change with a certain punch. That's it. Punch or strike or kick or whatever. You know, anything can happen. So
Mm-hmm.
we just have to see. And you know, we just gotta see how the division goes, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, Alex, this is his most important fight. Izzy,
Yeah,
this is his most
absolutely.
important fight. If he
Absolutely.
loses again, if he gets knocked out again or loses again, this is a guy that he has never been able to beat. Right?
Boogeyman, bro. It's the boogeyman.
They are going to. This is going to shoot Alex Pereira up all the way up to the stars, no question. You took out the man. You know what I'm saying, if that's the case, you
Yeah,
took
bro.
out the man.
That'd be so crazy, bro. It'd
Yeah.
be crazy if Kamaru loses and then he loses
And then
a
Francis
few
loses.
months later. But I don't know who Francis is about to fight. The thing is, Francis just had knee surgery not that long
Right.
ago.
Right.
Uh,
Right. So it's
I don't know who they have lined up for him. I don't think Francis is obviously he's not gonna fight this year,
hmm
and he's probably not gonna fight till the middle of next. No, I wouldn't want to say the middle of next year, but he's
you think
probably
first quarter? Think first quarter?
yeah. The latest I think that he's gonna fight is April of next
Okay.
year.
Okay.
April.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, which is not crazy for. I mean, it's some time away, but you know, it's
hmm
understandable.
I mean, it gives
But
him time to completely recover and get back to where he was.
exactly. Yeah, 'cause that time away, man, it shows.
Hell yeah,
Bro,
it does.
I spent a week away, And like I came back the first, I'm like, yo, bro, like I don't
Getting
feel
my
normal.
ass kicked.
Yeah, I don't feel normal
Bro,
type shit.
I
Like,
did that. I did that, man. I came back. I was like, bro, I feel like I'm just getting my ass whooped.
bro, you got to be there every day, like at least, you know what I'm saying, or like 6, 5 times a day type of thing, like train at least, or else, you know what I'm saying, it's muscle memory, man.
Sometimes,
Like you
yeah,
gotta keep doing it. You gotta keep doing it. You can't, you know,
definitely.
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. You know what I'm saying. I know it's late for you, 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so we'll wrap it up here. We'll definitely be back Sunday. And like and subscribe for more content. Share this video, get the word out, and
Yes.
we'll see y'all Sunday.
Yes. And clips coming.
Yes, clips coming. You know, very interesting things. We got a lot of stuff coming, man.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned, subscribe. You won't regret it.
Just sir, join the family.
Yes, sir. Already done, no. All right, Micah.